When it comes to magic, there's no logical solution. Why did that coin vanish from your hand? Then the next thing is, do it again or do something else miraculous. Is magic real or is magic an illusion? Whew. I'd like to show you what comes to mind, just as an example. And we're just gonna use these $3 half right here. Focus on this first one. 3 coins, 2 hands, no sleeves, no bracelets. So you think of things happening that's impossible, but you're making the impossible possible. And you're also creating astonishment. So when you think about magic, you have to think about creativity and, most importantly, making the impossible possible. What is real? So I got started in magic, not when I was young like most people. I got started in magic when I was in graduate school at Penn State studying health education research. It was just a hobby for me, something to do on just to pass the time, card tricks. Me and a group of friends used to get together and do card tricks. So I just took a leap of faith and I just said, I'm gonna give myself 1 year. If it doesn't work out in 1 year, I'll just go back to school, get a job, and just continue on with life. Well, 1 year ended up being 16 years and I haven't looked back yet. So that's when I decided I want to do magic full time. I believe that every artist should use their platform to talk about greater issues beyond their art. So there's some elements in my show that are subtle and then some that are not subtle, that I speak about those issues. And I let people into my world and what I think about it. For example, I was performing in Iowa one time. It was at a college campus, but it was 2 hours outside, 2.5 hours outside of Des Moines, Iowa. I get there, I set up, I'm behind the curtain, I peek out. 500 people here. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I know exactly what I'm going to say. As soon as the MC announced me, I walked on stage. The first words out of my mouth is, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the show. When I got off the plane this morning, the black population increased by 100%. Now, it came off as a joke, but as they say, there's truth in comedy. That's proof that some stereotypes are true. And it resonated with everyone because they realized, wow, this is not a diverse town. Wow, I've never seen a black magician before, but we've always been out there. As a matter of fact, one part of my show, I'll talk about the very first American-born magician by the name of Richard Potter. So prior to Houdini, prior to Doug Henning, prior to David Copperfield, prior to David Blaine, the very first magician on American soil was a black man. And that's something to be proud about because people like Richard Potter, Henry Box Brown, Hiawatha Johnson Jr. These are all African-American magicians. If I could see it, I could be it. Yes, I am one of the co-founders of the International Association of Black Magical Artists. That was an organization that was formed as a need to bring African-American magicians together. There has never been an African-American magician, a black magician, who has had a national TV platform.
Every one of these gentlemen are headliners for this one show.
Or has had a household name or a touring show. So that glass ceiling hasn't been broken yet. And in 2001, I came up with this idea called the heart and soul of magic. So the Heart and Soul of Magic, it was a brainchild of mine that I had in 1998. And my goal, my life goal, is to have this as a national touring show, because currently it's just self-funded me and the magicians who believe in that, and that's what we do. So if we could get that, or if we could get one African-American magician to be a household name like the David Copperfields, like the David Blaines, I would say that would crack the seal, but it wouldn't break it. But at least it cracked the seal, that glass seal.
Whoa!
Wow! You did it!
Let's try again.
You saw it with your own eyes. You saw it live. No smoke, no mirrors, no TV screens, right here in your face. So one person will walk away and say, hey, it's real. Others will say, oh no, it's some trick. He's very good at sleight of hand or some other technique. It's up to that person's views and perspective. And so there's a saying by a famous magician named Joseph Dunninger. He says, for those who believe, no explanation is necessary. For those who don't, no explanation will suffice. So, is magic real or is it an illusion? That's up to you to decide.